Imagine you are standing on a street in a Dutch city. You look left. You look right. You see bicycles everywhere. Lots and lots of bicycles. People are riding to work. Children are riding to school. Old people are riding to the shops. And yes, even when it is raining, people are still on their bikes. Everyone uses a bicycle. It is the most normal thing in the world. This is life in the Netherlands. Today, we are going to talk about why Dutch people love cycling so much and what makes it work so well. First, let us talk about how many bicycles there are. The Netherlands has about 17 million people, but there are more than 23 million bicycles. That means there are more bikes than people. Think about that for a moment. More bikes than people. You can find a bicycle in almost every home. Many families have more than one. Some people have 3 or 4 bikes, one for each person in the family. Why is cycling so popular there? One big reason is that the Netherlands is a very flat country. There are no big hills. There are no mountains. The land is smooth and easy to ride on. This is great for cyclists. You do not need to be very strong or very fit to ride a bike there. Even young children and old people can cycle without getting too tired. The flat land makes cycling easy and fun. Another big reason is the roads. The Netherlands has a very big system of special bike paths. There are more than 55,000 kilometers of these paths. That is a very big number. The paths are wide, safe, and smooth. They go through cities, towns, and the countryside. In many places, cyclists have more space than cars do. Bikes often go first, and cars must wait. When you have safe roads to ride on, cycling feels natural and easy. People of all ages cycle in the Netherlands. It is not just young people or sports people. Children ride to school every morning. Adults ride to work. Old people ride to the market or to visit friends. And 1 in 4 older people cycle every single day. Cycling is for everyone. It does not matter how old you are. It does not matter if you are going somewhere near or far. You can always take your bike. Now, let us talk about the rain. The Netherlands gets a lot of rain. It rains many times during the year. In some countries, when it rains, people stop going outside. They wait for the sun to come back. But Dutch people think differently. 4 out of 5 Dutch cyclists keep riding in the rain. They do not stay home. They do not wait. They just put on a coat that keeps them dry and keep going. Why do Dutch people feel okay about cycling in the rain? They have good raincoats and bags that keep their things dry. They have been cycling in the rain since they were children, so it feels normal to them. The bike paths are also very well made. Riding in wet weather is still quite safe. The roads do not become dangerous just because it is raining. This helps people feel safe enough to keep going, day after day. Here is another interesting thing. Most Dutch people who cycle every day do not wear helmets. In many countries, people think helmets are very important. But in the Netherlands, everyday cyclists usually do not wear them. Why? Because the bike paths are built to keep cyclists away from cars. Cyclists do not share the road with fast cars or big trucks. The paths are built to be safe, so people feel comfortable without a helmet. This is very different from many other countries in the world. So, how did the Netherlands become like this? In the 1970s, many Dutch people felt that streets were too dangerous. They wanted safer roads. They asked the government to make changes. After that, the government started building better bike paths and making new rules to protect cyclists. Over many years, cycling became a big part of life and city planning. Today, It is completely normal. It is not special to ride a bike. It is just what people do. Cycling is also very useful for daily life. You do not need to pay for petrol. You do not need to find a place to park. You do not sit in traffic for a long time. A bicycle is cheap to buy and cheap to keep. It is easy to use, and it keeps your body healthy at the same time. Bikes also do not put bad air into the sky. For Dutch people, choosing a bike instead of a car just makes sense. It saves time, it saves money, and it is good for the earth too. When visitors come to the Netherlands for the first time, they often feel very surprised. They see so many bicycles and think it is amazing. But for Dutch people, it is just a normal day. A grandmother rides to the market. A father takes his children to school by bike. A young person rides to university. An office worker cycles to a meeting. Everyone is on a bike, and no one thinks it is strange at all. The story of cycling in the Netherlands shows us something important. When a city makes it easy and safe to cycle, people will cycle. When there are good roads, flat land, and a way of life that supports it, people choose their bikes every day, even in the rain, even in winter, even when they are old. The bicycle is not just something to ride in the Netherlands. It is a way of life, and perhaps other countries around the world can learn something from that.